These gnats try to get me. I've been on vacation for 4 or 5 days. 4, 5? I don't know. Something around there. But now I'm home and can't find scissors to save my life to harvest any vegetables. And oh, goodness gracious, just one hot mess after another. Let's see. If I could find some scissors around here, that would be so great. I have 2 sets of farm scissors that really don't come inside unless I'm harvesting and I need them. But who knows where they are? Because they are not where they're supposed to be. Aha! Found them! Farm scissors. Let's try this harvesting thing again. Let's try again. Alrighty. Now that I got my trusty scissors, we are going to try harvesting again so we can have a full-fledged meal from the farm. Alrighty, this purple cauliflower looks yummy. It's already started to separate, so that's perfect. Sorry, I'm trying to do this with one hand. So, I wasn't really set up with my tripod or anything that I really needed to come out here and harvest. So y'all will have to excuse me while I do this the hard way so that you can see it. And I don't really care if I don't get the whole thing because we'll pull this and give it to the piggies. So I'm just gonna, ew, I don't want that thing. Okay, sorry you guys, I had to just do that off camera because I'm working with one hand. So here is the second cauliflower right here. I've got some that were already separated, and then I've got that one that's ahead, but I'm gonna break them up anyways. And now I'm on the hunt for just a few carrots so that I can get them harvested for dinner, and I'll chop them up from there. So carrots. Let's see if we can work this sucker out of the ground without breaking it. Oh yes, good job. Got that one. Then I'll take one from here, and I'm gonna brown sugar butter these carrots in a pot, so there doesn't need to be a lot of them. There's one more right here. Oh, there's actually 2 more right there, but that one's small, so I'll get the other one. Yay! So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carrots for dinner. Look what I found. It is a tomato that is all the way ready. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab that suckle or take it in the house. Maybe I'll make a quick cucumber tomato salad because there are some more right here. Looks like I can grab those as well. Yay, oh my gosh, these nuts are ridiculous. Oh, I forgot where I live. Totally forgot where I live because these nuts are out to get me. These are sun golds. These are my most favorite tomato ever. I love them so much, but they do split easily. So some of them look like they have split. And these are obviously the tomatoes that I haven't gotten to prune yet, but I certainly will get there. Oh, I'm gonna come out here and be better equipped next time. I'll leave those on the vine. And I'm gonna grab these 2 right here. Yummy, yummy. My most favorite tomato right there. And I guess I'll get one of these cucumbers since they're so big and beautiful. Oh no, I don't have to. I have one in the refrigerator. I remember having one in the refrigerator. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna get for now because the nuts are crazy and I don't need a lot. So I'm gonna make some cauliflower. I might make a mashed cauliflower because I do have, yuck, some almond milk that I can use to kind of make it. So I might make a mashed cauliflower. We'll see. I gotta soak them first because they were a little buggy. And I'm gonna make some brown sugar butter carrots. And we're gonna have a full farm dinner. Alrighty, so now I'm in my house. I'm gonna go ahead and get everything washed up, cleaned up. And I just got a bowl because I want to be able to soak these pieces of cauliflower in case, you know, there's some worms or something in there that I missed because my garden is organic. And although I do, oh, there are some worms. I see them growing. Yuck! Even though I do a little spray using the organic method, I didn't get to it before I went out of town on vacation. So you never know what you're gonna find in here. And I like protein, but I wouldn't use that. I don't want to use that kind, like, at all. I'll pass on that. And so what I like to do is just put the stuff that could be buggy in a bowl, and then I'll put some vinegar in there. It could be a regular vinegar, it could be apple cider vinegar, but I'll put some vinegar in there so that I can get those extra bugs to come out. Oh man, there's that big one. Look at that. Ew, nasty. I don't want to eat that. Who wants to eat that? And if there are bugs in there, what will usually happen is that they'll float to the top once you put the vinegar and the baking soda in there. Now you can do one or the other. I tend to like to do both, so I can make sure they're gone. Oh my gosh, this stuff is really, really buggy. Gosh, I'm so happy Brandon's not home to do this. He would be like, I'm gonna eat it. I'm like, okay, you know we grow organically and that there's a chance that this stuff can have bugs in it. So thankfully, when it comes to little worms like this, I'm not squeamish. I'm squeamish with some things, but not with these. So, I see you, bug. I see you, worm. You don't get to live. Look. There's 2 on there. Gross. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. I know you need to eat, but I don't need you to be eating in my garden. And I don't want to eat you. Couldn't find the baking soda, so I'm just gonna use this white distilled vinegar. You only need about a good tablespoon to flush them out of there. Fill them up. And make sure they're good and dead. If they are in there, they won't survive this acid bath that I'm giving them. So hopefully I got the brunt of them by taking the florets apart, but we shall see. Oh, nope. I see one right there. There he is, nice and dead because I just killed him. Get out of here. Go down the drain. You little nasty. Let's see if some other ones come up. Nope. It is quite possible that we've eaten worms before because, like I said, we grow organically, but you know, if I cannot eat a worm, that would be so great. I really want to eat a worm. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take my, I don't know what this is called. Picking tool, my peeler. Oh, I should put it together. I'm gonna use my peeler to get the skins off my carrots. Just washing up these tomatoes that I just harvested. Well, throwing on tiny cauliflower pieces in the bag. Now I'm going to reuse this bag and put my shreds in there, and then I'll take the shreds out for the animals probably tomorrow. Probably not. I want to say later, but it's probably not going to happen today, so probably tomorrow they'll go out. And the tomatoes weren't sprayed with anything, but some of them were low to the ground, so I do want to give them a good low rinse, and some of them were split. So I'm going to make sure that those are rinsed as well. Alright, I don't see any more bugs, any more wormies in my cauliflower. So that's terrific. Great, great, great. Is that a worm? A piece of the cauliflower. I'll rinse it a couple times anyway. So tomorrow is our harvest day for the last week of our spring season. And oh my goodness, I'm always like, wow, the season's over, yay, I can breathe. But Brandon always says this, I went ahead and created a summer session, which is just about sold out. And I only will do that when we've got like quite a bit of vegetables that are coming due, and we have an overabundance of tomatoes that are growing, because although I didn't mean to plant that many, like some of the seeds were stuck together, and so then when they grew there was like, instead of 2 of some varieties, there was like 5 and 6. So crazy as it sounds, that's what happened. So those most of them got planted. Some of them are still sitting in solo cups, to be honest, but a good majority of them got planted. And so now we're gonna have a lot of tomatoes. And as you can tell by looking from what you saw outside, I am very behind on the farm chores, like getting everything pruned. But before we went out of town, we did like get all of the weeds taken care of, so that was good, because that's something I desperately needed to get done. But even when I was just out there, I still saw weeds like trying to go back in the boxes that we've already cleared up. So I have to cover those ASAP. It apparently rained a few days while we were gone, and so, you know, weeds love rain. So that's some more things that I have to take care of. But growing a garden, farming is hard, especially when, you know, it's just you and your family. But anyways, what I'm doing now is chopping up these carrots. I'm gonna have you guys at the bed and go, I'm sorry, but when we bought our house, it was a complete gut remodel. Not complete, but the floors were soft in the kitchen, and oh my goodness, we had to pull up everything. My husband fell through the floor, and he's literally that big, so he shouldn't have fallen through the floor. And we had to replace the joists in some areas, and other areas, most of the areas in the living room, the kitchen, and the laundry room all needed like new stuff was up for. So it's slowly coming together. We're on the last little bit of it now, and these are actually new cabinets that got put in. Now we're waiting on countertops to come in, so this is the best place I can put you. Long story short, I'm still sweating. I'm gonna take a minute and get myself together here. Alright, so here's what we're working with the cauliflower. I haven't seen any more worms come up, so I think we are clear on this to go. And so I'm gonna go ahead and rinse that a couple of times. And then here are my carrots all prepped. I'm gonna spray this with avocado spray. And then over here, I've got my tomatoes in a bowl already, put the fan on because it's hot up in here and I didn't want you guys to continue to see me sweating. So let me grab the tomato. No, I got the tomatoes. Oh, there's a tomato too, I think, in the refrigerator from when we harvested before we left. So let me grab that if it's in there, and the cucumber. You can see this thing has seen better days. We harvested it about a week ago. Same thing with this tomato, but I'm gonna cut it up and use it anyway. Both of them. Okay, so I went ahead and took my chicken out of the oven. It's all done. Now this is one of our smaller birds, and I try to keep the smaller birds for us unless it's a brand new customer. Then I like to start them off small because I don't want them to be shocked with the sticker price. But this was just taken out of the oven just a minute ago, and I'm gonna go ahead and cover these carrots and put them into the oven for about 30 minutes on 350, maybe like 25 minutes. What I did is I've got some almond milk in there, butter, brown sugar, and some pumpkin pie spice seasoning. So I'm gonna make like brown sugar spice carrots. Okay, so I got the cucumber tomato salad all finished up. I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator, cover it and put it in the refrigerator for a little bit so it can marinate. I did add some feta cheese to it, salt, pepper, and that's it with the tomatoes, cucumbers, oh, and a red onion from a pile of onions I have over there on the table that we harvested before I left. Here is my bag that I'm gonna feed to the animals. Now normally, if we were composting right now, I would definitely put all of this in the compost pile because this would break down really well, but we're not composting just yet. And then here's my bowl of the cauliflower. I've had soaking now for about 20 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and start rinsing that. So I've got water boiling over on the stove so I can make cauliflower mash. So by far, sorry that it's loud because you can hear the fan. By far the number one question that we always get is, does this cauliflower retain its purple color when you cook it? As you can see, the answer is no. Alright, so it's probably been about 20 minutes. I've been cooking this on pretty high heat right there. And what I want them to be is really tender so that I can like spoon it so that when I put it in the blender, it does what it's supposed to do. And so, oh, I think we're there. Let me drain the water and then we'll see. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and give it a whirl. Sorry, it's gonna be a little loud. See that? That is what we want it to look like. Sorry, I might be fogging up the camera a little bit. Oh, and I forgot to say that we put some butter in there as well. That's Kerrygold butter. So, mashed cauliflower, yay! Alrighty, and I just took my carrots out of the oven and they look wonderful. You can see they're still bubbling. So we're gonna give that a few minutes and then I'm gonna plate everything up. We're gonna go from there. Alrighty, and so there we have it, our very first farm to table meal. And remember that this is one of the smaller birds that we kept for ourselves. This bird weighed 2 pounds, 2.27 pounds, but it's still feeding our whole family with more left over. So I'm so thankful that we're able to enjoy this full farm meal. We grew all this food, we raised this chicken. Exciting.